For one, I know there's somebody out there that was expecting for us both to see The Flash. I apologize that time constraints and just the way the day worked was too chaotic. Now, aside from that, I have to just right now, right here in the parking lot of the theater, go on and speak about a movie that I'm a DC geek. I have a gazillion DC comic books. I'm a collector. Superman, Batman, Joker. These are staple. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It was a chaotic day. I fit into my schedule, but okay. All right. So I watched The Flash. That's 2 hours, 35 minutes. I'm a big fan of the comic books. I have every Flashpoint comic and iteration of all these characters, the DC universe, the multiverse. Hey Queen, hey angry conservative. And again, Katie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just been a bad day, and that movie was no better than the day I had. The CG was laughable. It was insulting. It was like early 2000s CG, as if it was like just invented and they just started to figure out how to work this stuff. Now the storyline, I was in it because, well, first off, I know with Warner Brothers and DC, they're going through a lot trying to figure out who's the next Batman. We can't use Batfleck anymore. The Snyderverse is dead, and Henry Cavill is off the contract. They kicked him off the contract. Done. That's done. I hear that Zack Snyder was talking about doing his own DC universe over on Netflix. So what I just saw in that theater, though, was an absolute disappointment. Despite all of the bells, whistles, graphics, cameos, there was a lot of unexpected in there. And me being the hardcore DC loyal fan I am, it was really hard to disappoint me. But for one, let me just say, Ezra Miller, to me personally, okay, I don't watch CW shows. It's not in my blood. Sorry, not sorry. Don't hate me for it. But Ezra Miller he was good as a Flash in the Snyderverse, but he was absolutely terrible directed by, was it James Gunn that did this? I have not been so disappointed in a movie in the theater like this since I can't even remember. I can't remember when I was so disappointed. Rise of the Beast sucked as well. Which one? Yeah, there's just a lot of suck going on, and I'm absolutely the books I read, daily, almost daily. Very often I get a delivery from Amazon. I immerse myself into this DC world. I'm not going to focus on spoilers unless, I don't know. Well, I'll try to cut back on them. If you intend to see this movie, right off the bat, there's a huge feat. A feat is what we call something that a superhero does that is like an epic feat, something you'd read of biblical proportions, like stopping an earthquake, or like Spider-Man saving a train with his body. Okay, so it opens up with this amazing, Flash saves a bunch of babies in slow motion from a building that's collapsing. And anything in the Speed Force, man, I know it's going to be hard to animate. It's going to take a lot of talent to make it look like it makes sense to the human eye. But all of the graphics and CG, nothing on that screen was believable. Nothing. Now, there's some moments where some of the fighting was cool or decent. You have to wait too long. I don't think a single decent action-packed moment happened at least 2 hours into the film. I'm wholeheartedly broken, and I see what they did, because DC in the comic books is big on the multiverse and all these worlds. Hello, just stop. Well, hello to you, I stand alone, and I'm gonna check your channel out. I appreciate any visitation. Everybody has free visitation rights here, okay? I am. What are we gonna call me? I'm YouTube's unaccounted for child, okay? You don't have to pay any child support. Just come on and pay me a visit every now and again. Remind me that I exist. I wish that movie did not exist. We got to see, like, did you guys know? Fun fact. Before Henry Cavill was cast, he was the only one that put on the Superman suit when Zack Snyder was looking for a Superman that would don the suit and not get laughed at. He was the only one that put that suit on. Everybody was like, that's him, that's our Superman. Nicolas Cage was being written for the role of Superman before we got what we got. Oh, Lewis, I would be so curious to see what you'd say, because I know you're a fan of, I think, mostly everything DC. I think that's you, right? This was clown crap, dude. I would love to have a debate with you, Mr. Lewis Wow guy, my buddy IRL. You can't tell me that polished turd was anything less than that. Okay, I got turd in my eyes. It tastes like turd in my car, and I didn't have any accidents except for spending $14 on that nearly 3 hours of just absolute crap. Absolute crap. Ezra Miller, he's not the Flash to me. He did a better job when Zack Snyder had the control of the direction. He's just and I guess all the things that he's been known for, getting in trouble with the law, I'm not gonna just crap on him because he's gotten in trouble, although he has done what was it, domestic violence and assault. Hey, Disney or not Disney, DC's Marvel, or Disney is Marvel, DC is Warner Brothers. I guess they were really hoping that Ezra Miller's star power was going to save the industry. I don't want to have anything to do with any movies that are connected to what I just saw. I did record the post-credit scene, which is the only thing that is going to remain from the Snyderverse. From what I understand, the Wonder Woman Gal Gadot is gone from any future DC projects. We're going to get a complete reboot again. I don't think we're going to get told the origin story of Superman because it's tired. How many times do we got to see the story of the baby sent from Krypton to Earth and he's solar powered? How many times are we going to see Batman's parents get gunned down in an alleyway with the perils dripping? We know the origin stories of the heroes. We need something fresh. We need something, I don't know, worthwhile. So I'm a pissed off paying customer of a comic book franchise that I love. I have a great passion for. I just bought 3 books for Harley Quinn, and I bought all the Flashpoint Paradox books, and right now I'm gonna boycott. I'm not gonna trust another DC project. And if you didn't know this, the next Joker installment, Joker 2, unrelated. It's Warner Brothers property, but it has nothing to do with the universe, the DC universe that James Gunn is building. All right, and with the James Gunn universe, there's no more Gal Gadot. She's not going to be Wonder Woman. And the Superwoman that we saw in the movie, she was the best part of the movie, I'll say. But yeah, everything's going to be different. We're going to get another kind of reboot, but they're not going to tell us the origin story. I think we're all tired of it. We got to see something freaking just decent and stands alone. Let me see. It was the superhero. What was the superhero movie of the year? Hold on, Lewis. This is where. What was I'm a Zack Snyder bot. Oh, Lou. No, I've let go. I've learned to let go. Zack Snyder is no longer in charge of DC projects and material or property. All right, but there are talks that he's going continue the legacy or somehow on Netflix. But that's just rumors. I can watch a DC movie or product without Zack Snyder. I love some of the movies he's done quite a bit. Watchmen was before its time. Sucker Punch was nice to watch. But otherwise, I'm not a Zack Snyder bot, as you put it. So, false. I'm okay with him not directing future projects. I want a good project. James Gunn did good with Suicide Squad. He did better than that first one. I didn't watch Birds of Prey. Lewis, you and I need to... Hello, Red Pill Truth. My God, I'm losing the ability. Hold on. Yeah, Blue Beetle looks decent. I'll give it that. But Mr. Lewis, if you're saying that the crap movie I just saw, The Flash, is the superhero movie of the year, sir, get your brain checked, get your eyes checked. I think you may need a physical. You might have a tumor. I'm just telling you as a friend and a non-clinician that if you found that 2 hours and 35 minutes of DC crap on that giant screen entertaining, I need to reevaluate your existence. Matter of fact, you better sleep with one eye open, cuzzo. That was deplorable. And the Speed Force and all the worlds colliding in the sea, it was like you were in a video game without the pleasure of like being in VR. I was watching just cheap tricks, man. It's like they went back in time and got like less technology to make that movie. Terrible. What was it? Only a few things I didn't like. Where's the woke stuff in PSR? I'm good. I'm just pissed. You know, I invested a lot in DC and these characters that are a part of my childhood, and they bank on our childhood. Boy, do I spend a lot of money on DC, let me tell you. So when I go and see a movie, Flashpoint in the DC universe of comic books is supposed to be, and it is, the biggest event that is the setting for everything that happens after it. So this Flashpoint that I just saw, it makes me cry inside. Like, I think I'm having my little inner child. It's raging and crying, and it's also stomping Lewis. What the hell? Oh yeah. Oh wait, Lewis, are you? I'm not putting you on blast. Your name is there. It's not lost on me. Yes, I know. Barry Allen, as we know him in the comics, is a white dude with white parents. You just pointed out. Are you saying that because they made his mother Hispanic and Ezra Miller is Hispanic, that it is now defaulted to being woke? That's a conversation for another day, but I'm more than willing to have it. I mean, does this create a debate of like, we gotta respect the origin and hatred? It's an entertainment piece, you know. The Little Mermaid did well, apparently, you know, and there's, I don't know. That's a small detail to get upset about, man. Like, the white dude, like, I'm a half Hispanic, Jewish fella, you know, like, if I was mad at the fact that they made his mother Spanish and the Flash, barely noticeably Spanish, I don't know how I'd survive every day, you know what I mean? Like that, with the whole woke stuff, which we're all tired of. Disney has gone insane with wokeness. DC, And here's what I was going to say about Joker 2. It's a musical, if you didn't know that. Joker 2. Lady Gaga is Harley Quinn. I'm devastated by that. I hate Lady Gaga. She's our Harley Quinn. And I'm imagining Todd Phillips, who has a bigger wallet to spend cash and make a better movie. I think that the psychological insanity parts in the movie that we're to see is going to be musical style. Like, Harley Quinn will be the psychiatrist, and we're going to have the Joker on the other end, and then there's going to be the reality of what's happening, and we're going to see what's in their minds played out as a musical. That's a huge gamble. I hope it pays off, and I'm only going off of the faith of the first movie, because I did really enjoy the first Joker. That was a good movie. Okay, wait. That Lewis, that did the half Hispanic woman who ends up dying anyway. That's not a spoiler, everybody. The Flash's mother, that's known in the comics and in history. That's the whole reason he becomes the Flash in the first place. I guess I'm seeing a reoccurring theme here. If you want to be a superhero, no, that's getting dark here. I guess it all comes from trauma and loss and trying to make something positive and or better from tragedy. And this movie, I guess in the ending, if you want to see through metaphors and actions, it's acceptance. But the metaphor and the reality is, I reject that being a true Flashpoint movie. And the insult it did with the last minute of the movie, not the post-credit scene, that was funny and somewhat decent, but the last minute was just a I don't know, a big smack in the face to like, hey, if there's anything sacred or that you love as a fan about this franchise, let me just go ahead and punch you right in the face and then take your money and send you on your way. So I'm gonna scrub my eyes. I'm gonna read a comic book by creators that are not invested and afraid of big Warner Brothers getting all up in their cereal and taking creative control. I can see there was like fart jokes were forced in there, you know, like image. It was supposed. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna leave this theater behind. It is stained with the blood of my dreams. And with that, I hope you all have a better evening, a better night. And oh boy, I'm gonna make sure that tonight is better than what I have just ended with. Maybe you know what? I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna go do something. So peace. And in other news, I just want to say this: my family member that's going through the very complicated stuff that I'm trying to be vague about. She got out today, and she looks wonderful today. Where I left her, and that means the world. It's one battle amongst a war. Dealing with any loved one in your family that's going through something tough, it's a constant battlefield. It's a constant war, and some of those battles you'll lose, some you'll win. Take the victories where they are when you can, and then the L's, well, we get up and we fight again. That is embracing that which makes us human. Not about always winning, but about how we recover from loss. So with that, okay, I say I bid you adieu and a farewell. Damn that half Spanish flash! It ruined the whole thing. No, not at all. Lewis, you're a silly goose. All right, I'm gone. Make it go away. I forgot. There you go.